Hi guys! So today is going to be a little bit different for a video. A while back, Josh and I put out a video of him doing my makeup, and that was a while ago. That was when I was still pregnant. And I had someone ask me if I could do an actual makeup tutorial, and I totally forgot, and I'm now just getting to it. So today I'm going to do my full face makeup that I normally do. I usually don't wear that much makeup. I mean, I usually wear makeup maybe like once a week, maybe? Not even that sometimes. I'm just going to do a very simple makeup tutorial, what I normally do. Don't judge me if I'm not doing it right. This is the way I've done it for a long time. So when I do my makeup, when I first start is I use E.l.f. poreless face primer. I'll put a little bit on my finger, about that much. You don't really need that much. So I put that on, and I usually start with my eyeshadow. I'm a little bit different than some people. I usually do my eyeshadow. So I usually put a concealer down. I don't know if you can see this. Focus! A little focus, there you go. I use that type of concealer. Who is it from? It's from Maybelline New York. I'll put down in the description below of all of the products that I'm using today. And I usually just go over my eyelid just a little bit. Maybe. If I can get this thing to go. It can work on me. And then I just kind of, I don't know what you call it, spread it out a bit. And it gives you that base for your eyeshadow. Okay. So, after I do that, I start with my eyeshadow. I am using a palette by Urban Decay. It is On the Run. If you can see that. It's On the Run by Urban Decay. I really like it because it has all these beautiful natural colors. I do not use the purple. I think I maybe used the purple once. I think it was for my sister's wedding. I don't remember. But I usually start out with a semi-fluffy brush, not too fluffy. Man, my camera is not wanting to focus on that. That type of fluffy brush, it doesn't have a name on it or anything. I just have picked up random brushes here and there. Before I use the brush, I'm going to go in with Pickup, this one right here, and I'm going to use my finger on that one. And I'm just going to do my base of my eyelid. To give it that good shimmery shine. So I don't really prefer a lot of shine on my eyeshadow. Like I used to love shimmering makeup and all that, and then I'm just kind of turned into a plain Jane. Sort of. So now that I got that on there, I'm going to go in with Bailout, which is this one right here, Bailout. I'm going to go in with that one. Dang, I got some on my finger. Don't want to get that all over. And I'm going to use my fluffy brush. I'm going to go in with Bailout, and I'm just going to do right underneath my brow bone right there. Right in the crease of my eye. I'm going to go right in. Okay. So if you didn't notice, I'm looking down. I have a mirror right here. I have a mirror right down here. That way I can actually see what I'm doing, because I can't really see what I'm doing in the camera. So hopefully you can. But yeah, now I'll sometimes just stay with this because it's more of a natural look, and it gives it a little bit of shine, but not too much. And I'll usually go in with an eyeliner. I use Maybelline New York line Stiletto. Hopefully you can see that. Line Stiletto. I've liked that one. So I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. And I am terrible at eyeliner. I have practiced and practiced and practiced with it. and I am so bad at doing it. So I usually do 3/4 of the eye. I don't like to go all the way to the end. That's just how I prefer it. That's totally up to you. Like I said, I don't like a lot of eyeliner. And I always end up putting it on too thick. Probably, and I'm thinking it's because I always touch it up a lot. See, because like this one's thicker than this one. To a point I really don't care because most of the time you really can't tell. I mean, this one is a little more finer of a, like a wing, I guess you want to call it. There, that's not so bad. And you hear my dog in the background coughing. Dogs. Okay, so now that I've got the eyeliner, I'm going to let that liquid eyeliner dry for a little bit. This actually dries really fast. That's why I try to do it as quick as I can, because if I don't do it that quick, then I can't really touch it up like I like to. But yeah, it seems like it's dry now. See, that didn't take long at all. Now I'm going to go in with my same eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go in with Faith, and that one is right here. This beautiful one right there. I'm going to go in with that one. And I'm going to go about halfway on my eyelid. I'm going to go in about halfway on my eyelid with that one. And also with doing your eyeliner before you do your actual, like, I don't know what to call it. Almost like a smoky eye. This is like a natural smoky eye, I guess you want to call it. It goes over your eyeliner, so it doesn't make the eyeliner so bold. And I kind of like that. And so now that I got that done, I think I got them pretty even. I'm not very good at doing the evenness. Wow, I can't speak. Which that seems like it's pretty even. So I'm going to use the exact same palette that I am. And I'm going to go in with Rebound, and that's that darker one here. This darker shade. And I'm going to go right into the corner of my eye. Right here. And just up a little bit. Okay. So now that I got that, I'm going to take a different brush, and I'm going to use a blending brush. This one doesn't really have a name on it. It's a tampered blending brush. It doesn't say who it's by, but like I said, I've gotten so many brushes over the years, and so I'm just going to kind of blend them together, blend all of them together. Give it that good blend. Okay. And I do have some that came down here. We'll fix that later. That's why I kind of like to do my eyeshadow first, because I can fix that when I do like my foundation and anything else that I want to do. So this is the eyeshadow look that I use. It's not too daring, but it's a more natural look for me anyways. I prefer not too natural, but not too out there kind of thing. So now that I got that done, I don't know if you can see it, but I have some dark circles under my eyes, you know, mom eyes. I use this under eye corrector by Mary Kay. I have found that I like this one by Mary Kay. And I take it and I put a little bit on my finger. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little dab on my finger, and I go underneath my eye. And I dab it underneath my eye. And then I'm going to do this eye. Okay. So now I got that. I got a little too much right there. I'll lightly rub that off. Okay, so now that I have that on there, I usually go in with my my foundation. I use Infallible Pro Matte by L'Oreal Paris. I don't know if you can see that. And I like that one, preferably. And I'm just going to take some and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. And a lot of people take like sponges or brushes. I just use my hand to rub it in. So I'm just going to rub it in with my hand. I'm going to take a little and I'm going to rub it right there under my eyebrow, just because it just seems so white under my eyebrow, right where my eyeshadow isn't. So I'm going to go in now with my contour palette, and this is an e.l.f. contour palette. They don't have a shade on here, but it's light medium, and it's got all these different shades of contour, and I use this dark one here. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go right underneath my cheekbone, right here. And then I usually do along my nose, because my nose, I'd say my nose is kind of big, and so it really outlines your nose and somewhat makes your nose pop, and also makes it look a little smaller to a point. It just brings out those features in your nose that you want to bring out. I mean, for me, it looks like it brings out the features in my nose. I don't know. So I do that, and then I'm going to go underneath my jawline here. I have a double chin, so I kind of like to outline my chin and my jawbone to kind of make that pop too, to really make the face pop. Okay, so now that I got my contouring done, wow, I can't speak, contouring done. Yeesh. I'm going to go in with my All Day Full Coverage Concealer. It's by Wet n Wild. You can see it. Maybe, if it'll focus. There it goes. And I'm going to do that right underneath my eyes here. I have to be careful with this because this is pretty thick. It can be. And I'm just going to do a little bit down my center of my nose. And I'm going to do right underneath where I contoured. Just a little bit. Oops. I have some hair that's straggling here. We'll get that out of the way. And then I'm going to go in. This one I use a very small blending brush, and I'm going to just blend those in. So now that I'm done with that, I usually take another blending brush. I go in with e.l.f.'s HD powder, and I put it right where I just put the concealer. That's a little full. And I put it on my blending. Did I say blending brush? It's a blending sponge. And then I just put it underneath my eye and where I concealed. It'll really bring out that conceal that you put on there, and it'll really brighten up that areas that you want to brighten up. So once I do that, I'm going to go in with my setting powder, and this is by e.l.f. too. It's kind of rubbed off because I've used it so much. And it's the Prime and Stay Finish powder fair light. So it's a very light color. And my thing actually broke because I dropped it. And I'm going to go in with a big, big fluffy brush that I really like. This is a brush by e.l.f. actually, and I like their brushes. I have a lot of different brushes that I've gotten over the years, but I actually prefer e.l.f.'s brushes. They're cheap, but they're also good. And I'm just going to kind of rub, and I'm also going to just rub off or kind of blend in the powder, HD powder that I just put on. I like to go on my neck because then it kind of blends in with my face. Alright. So my next thing I usually do is I would do my blush. Where's my brush? Yes. And I usually do another big fluffy brush. It's not as big as the one I just used. It's a bit smaller. This one is also by e.l.f. I like the really big fluffy one for my setting powder because I like it. I'm going to use a blush by, what is it? This isn't the blush I want to use. I have a lot of different blushes that I use depending on what I want to use. This is the one. This is one that I've used a lot. The name of it actually kind of rubbed off the front. It's by Covergirl, and it doesn't actually say what color it is. It rubbed off. But yeah, this is the color. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a very darker pink. And I'm going to go in with that. And I'm going to go right on my cheekbone right here. This one doesn't show up as good as some of the other ones I have. And it also could be the lighting because I'm in my bedroom, so I have two windows, corner in the corner. And so it might not show the blush as much because it doesn't seem like it's... Like I said, this is a very old palette of blush, so it's kind of not very easy to use anymore. So hopefully this is showing up. I kind of hope it is. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's showing up just a bit. Hopefully it shows up on your camera or on the video here. Kind of does. I usually don't do anything with my eyebrows. I mean, I usually do for like weddings, but I really don't do much. Like I'll just fill in the very thin areas of my eyebrows. But I really don't do anything with my eyebrows. And then I'll go in with another eyeliner if I can find it. And I'm going to do the bottom part of my eye. I had it, and I'm not sure what I did with it. Found it. So this one is Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil, and it's by Maybelline New York. You can see it there. And I'm going to go about halfway under my eye, starting from where my eyeliner is from the top. I'm going to go, if I can get this thing to work. Sometimes this thing, you have to start it out on your finger first to get it to work. Come on. I'm going to go about halfway here. It doesn't go on very dark. And I kind of like that for the bottom of my eye. As you can tell, kind of see the difference between no eyeliner on the bottom and eyeliner on the bottom. It kind of makes your eye pop a little bit more. Like I said, this does not go dark. Doesn't go on dark like some of the other ones I've used. I have another one of these by someone else, and I'm not a big fan of it. It's by Pixie, or by Petra. It's an Endless Silky Eye Pencil. And it goes on too dark. Like, it's a very, very bold black that goes on. And it's just exactly like this one that I'm using. And it's just, it goes on very bold black. And I don't really like that. I like this one that goes on more matte and not so bright black. If that's the word I want. Most of the time, if I put it on too thick, I'll take my finger, or I'll take like a cotton swab and I'll just go right underneath of the eyeliner, because then it'll make it blend closer to the edge of your inner eye. I don't like to go too far underneath my eye. I only like to go halfway with that. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go on and do my mascara. I use Maybelline New York Sky High. Hopefully you can see this. Maybe. There it goes. It's Maybelline New York Sky High. And I really like this Sky High. It really makes my eyelashes pop. I don't curl my eyelashes. Some people do. I never found that I liked the curl eyelash look. I more or less found that I like the natural look of mascara than I have the curled look. I don't know. That's just how I have liked it. And I'm going to go right in close to my eye, but not too close to where I'm going to poke it. I usually do 2 applications of eye mascara, just to give it more of a little more fullness. And with a Sky High, it kind of builds on your eyelashes and makes them appear a little bit longer. Mine are kind of long to begin with. That's why I don't do more than 2 applications, because I really do not want them too long. Okay. And I'm going to do the bottom part of my eye, my eyelashes down here, where I put the eyeliner, just where I put the eyeliner. Just like that. And now I'm going to use, for my lips, this is a sample by Nars. It doesn't have a name of the color, but it's more of a natural color, if you can see it. And I got a lot of like sample colors of makeup through Ipsy. They're not a sponsor of this video, but they send you, it's a subscription, and they send you like 5 different things of makeup, 5 different products of makeup, and they're more or less sample sized makeup. And I really liked it. And it was every month that they send it. I don't remember how much it was, but I used to get it before Josh and I got married, and maybe a little after we were married. But then I kind of just stopped wearing makeup all the time, because I wasn't working, so I had no need to wear makeup every day. But I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on my lips. And there you go. Take out my headband there. I always do that to keep my bangs out of my face when I'm doing my makeup. And there you go. There is the final look of my full face makeup that I normally do. So thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you guys would hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next time.